My name is Old Mac Hudson, and this is where I live. I'll show you around Paksmuth. If you think I do a good job, then you'll like to give me 10, maybe 5 silver pieces. I could tell you about guards, trade, and places in the interest in the city. Maybe you could start me off with a swig from your wineskin? No? Well, it can't hurt to ask. Well, where was I? Oh, yes, Paksmuth. Can I get started? It's late, and it'll get complicated if we stay in one place too long. You see this place, Paksmuth? Heh, you must be blind or new if you think this dump is something special. Ain't no white jam like corn ice. No, not even close. And it sure in hell ain't Valeria, even with all the Black Forge smoke. Valeria smells like burnt coal, but this place, Paksmuth, is rotten. It fallen apart and filthy. Rats thick as your arm run the streets, and sewage smells like old death on a hot day. And the diseases, they're everywhere. That's why the folk don't call it Paksmuth much anymore. We call it Poxmouth. Fits better, don't it? Most everything built here is rickety wood, except for the new fancy folks' ground floors that got some stone. Shabby, all of it. The streets are rough stones, which is the least of your worries, I tell you. Now, listen close, friend. Watch your bloody head. People here are animals. They just chuck their folk chamber pots. Their piss and their poop, mind you, right out the window. It's foul. It's disgusting. And it ain't right, but no one cares. And watch where you're walking. Bumping into strangers is a guaranteed problem. That'll get you a beating, or worse, a sticking with a knife. You gotta be hard as a rock to last here. It's simple rules. Fight, run, be a fool, or hand over your coins. There's no mercy in Poxmouth. None. If you find yourself outside the gates, whether you're fooling around with the farmer's daughter, or taking a walk to Valeria, or down to Joria, don't expect nothing good. All you'll find is bandits and orcs. They'll skin you and feed you to the dogs. There's a pack of green-skinned beasts always lurking around. They call themselves the Hacked Hand. Bunch of miserable orcs. They go around marauding and killing any soul they can catch. Once the noon becomes moon and the dark comes in, that's when those nasty monsters really come a-looking for food. And they'll bring pure terror with them. Hear that? Best stay inside or you're next. The violence around here is why the proper merchants don't sail to Valeria. Any other merchant takes the risk. They ship the wagon and the goods here, but they ain't regular, see? So the goods are cheap quality, and the prices, high enough to choke a king. Stay safe, stranger, or at least try to stay whole. Look at this map. You gotta see what's round. You probably came here from the north, from Valeria. Most people do. Paksmuth is west of the Oaklands and Redwood Forest. Nasty places crawling with teeth and claws. This city is northwest of the Hobgoblin lands. They be a serious organized army of monsters. Paksmuth is north of Joria, a lost city of darkness and evil. If you think this city is rotten, Joria is levels lower. It's crooked, I so swear. Order in this city? Order? You jest. There ain't no order, only chaos. The gods are just paid thugs. They're brought and paid for by the fat, rich lords who own everything. You see 'em? Stay out of their side entirely. If you get caught tangle caught with those iron-bellied bastards, only a few things are gonna happen to you, and none of 'em good. They beat you bloody, or they drag you bruised and terrified to one of those magistrates. And either way, you'll end up busted or broke, or worse, they'll toss you down into one of those fighting pits. Hey, I'll talk more about those dirty pits later, but for now, back to those other so-called gods. What are they even guarding? They ain't guarding you. They're guarding businesses, the flow of coin, the filthy coin that matters. When certain shops and taverns keep making money, the lords stay happy. And you could spot those businesses easily. They're the ones that look too orderly, the ones where you could tell nobody dares step out of line without getting a severe bone-breaking hurting. You see a big, serious brute standing by the door, a doorman they call him, chances are the place is a special business under the protection of a lord. It's untouchable, and it bleeds coins. My advice, take it or leave it, but it's kept me alive. Best to buy your drink from a dusty old general store and swig it right here in the streets. It's safer. Now let me take a sip of your wineskin, right? Gotta keep the dust down. They call this sorry excuse of a city the city of pain and pleasure for a bloody good reason. Let's talk about the first one, shall we? Pain. The fighting pits. They're the biggest deal in the whole rotten city. It's what the people want. Blood, guts, and a chance to win a few copper pieces. Folks come from miles around just to watch and wager. And watch out for the bandits. They'll circle those pits like vultures, looking to pick pockets or to roll the winners as they go home from the fights. In those pits, you got your skilled fighters, sure, but you got every poor sod the gods or the lords decided to toss down there. It's a blood sport of fists, clubs, and dull swords. Some fights end when the man yields and screams, "Stop!" But a lot of them, they have a nasty permanent ending. Some gamblers, the sick ones, they love to bring animals into it, usually dogs. They can just have the dogs tearing each other up or dogs fighting the men. The bloodier the mess, the better. That's their rule. Personally, I can't stomach it. The sounds of the screaming and the tearing of flesh. It's too damn brutal, even for old Omak. But there's pleasure in Paksmuth too. We got a few bordellos. The flashiest one, the one the travelers flock to, is the Wild Nymph. It's another reason people brave this hellhole. Lots of different ladies there, all types and shapes. The clean ones are expensive, so I'm told, and they do exactly what they're told, or they get the stick. That part saddens me, knowing some father's daughters are trapped in there. It's no life for a good woman, no life at all. I think most of them have to say, hey, no saying it anymore. They're locked into a life that nobody, not a single person, can save them from. All right, let's get our pain and pleasure areas. Over here, this shabby shack is the in and out inn. They call it that because you should get in and get the heck out before you catch something. The inn's run by a skinny, mild-mannered fellow. Flores is his name. hardly the man you'd expect to see keeping an inn in a rough town like this. Most of the rooms are tiny. They got a medium bed which could barely fit 3 drunkards, a chest with blankets that ain't too grimy, and a chamber pot. Just be ready to hear mice and bigger beastises scratching and running through the walls. Then you got These Is Its Bar. It's run by busty women, and it's always got a great big doorman. He's got his handful. Trust me, 'cause the crowd in there is mean. Yeah, that's it. The doorman, he's got a job description. See, he must be big. The uglier he is, the better. It's open all the time, I think. They got a drink there called Make It Milky. It's a mead made of milk. It tastes all right, but it always gets a few chuckles out of locals when the strangers order it. Their ale is called, other ale, is called Bottoms Up, which is more about how fast the barmaid pours it into the actual drink. Funny stuff. Finally, there's Pottermouth Tavern. The only thing that's truly interesting about the mix of people, a bunch of business folk, you got your cutthroat thieves, you got your smelly sailors, and plain angry people looking for a brawl. They have a meal called sea legs, made with seaweed that packs a wallop. They got a ale called Soap in the Mouth. It's a pun because everyone there swears like a sailor. It's usually ordered for someone who told a good story joke and then slip a curse word. That's the tradition. And if you're hungry, they got shit on a shingle. It's an honest try at a sausage, but it's got no casing and it looks nasty. And it tastes maybe a little bit better than it looks if you plug your nose. They got a half chicken. It's probably chicken. It smells better than everything else in the whole damn city. Well, there it is. That's Paksmuth, a rotten, filthy hole of a city, ain't it? So how about that silver coin, eh? You've been listening to me rambling, and I've been giving you a fair warning about this place. You wouldn't let an old man die here hungry and cold. Not after all that, would ya? Ooh, bless the twin gods, bless your heart. Thank you for the silver. You're truly an angel, you are. May your boots always be dry. Hey, we got a live one here. Fresh money and clean clothes. What's the plan? Should we pick his pockets right now? Or maybe get a guard to make up a simple charge and split the fine? Or the safest way, we could just wait and rob them right after they leave out on the road. The road's the best bet. He won't even know what hit him. Maybe sell him to the orcs for slaves.
Make sure to like and subscribe to this video by GigaGod Productions. More videos will be created and shared very soon.